In this video, we're going through a Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse style series, exploring 1,000 ways to die with Subaru, and ending up in the magical world of Harry Potter on steroids. We're kicking off the second part of the most anticipated anime releases for 2024. So stay tuned for more videos coming soon. If you haven't seen the first video yet, it will be on the screen and in the video description so you can check it out. Also, you can watch it at the end to enjoy it all. Let's get started. Studio Orange keeps the adventure going with Io to Sakura in the world of shamans and Shaman King flowers. This story takes place years after the events of the Shaman tournament, and we meet Io and Anna's son, who has a strong connection with Amidamaru. This adventure, which seems like the Boruto of Shaman King, is one of the few successful stories continuing with the children's characters in the manga. Let's hope this new journey of the younger generation hooks us in, and fingers crossed it's a hit and well developed. Metallic Rogue. Bones brings us an original anime in the vein of Nier Automata and Cyberpunk Age Runners, combining both styles and animation arts. It's set in a post-apocalyptic world filled with doses of cyberpunk, where AI, robotics, androids, and human replacement parts are a reality. We meet two protagonists, though there's not much info on the synopsis. It's about a search where these two girls, a modified human and an AI-driven android, take us on a journey of self-discovery and loads of action. The famous work by Katsuhiro Otomo that revolutionized animation changed my life and grossed over $700 million worldwide, altering animated cinema in 1989 is back. Say hello to Akira. It's returning with a TV adaptation featuring Tetsuo and Kaneda in a world that has collapsed completely, immersed in war and destruction. Enter Neo Tokyo. These two friends will fight their destinies, one joining the resistance factions and the other trying to escape and master superhuman abilities similar to an entity known as Akira, which sparked the collapse. Let's hope it doesn't disappoint and becomes a top-notch adaptation. Arknight's Fuyukomori Karimichi. Yup, it's based on the same name video game. It complements the animated adaptation we saw towards the end of 2022, in that movie format series which charmed many. The story unfolds in this universe called Terra. Mysterious natural disasters have driven society to live in moving cities. The energy of Originium, left by these events, drives advances but also causes orypathy, an incurable disease that turns those affected into infection sources. The infected face persecution and forced labor while Rhode Island, a pharmaceutical company, works to find a cure and save humanity. Furikuli is back with a new adventure, a new series of OVAs under a new animation studio. With lots of discussions happening in my head about what it could be like. Like its predecessor, it will be divided into two sets of OVAs, probably about 6 episodes each. There is a first part premiering in the fall season, which is part of another animation studio, but entirely in 3D CGI. The second part will be produced by Production IG along with Studio Knot, which will showcase a 2D animation style more familiar to previous versions. There isn't much information on the plot, but we'll keep an eye on how this supernatural and space adventure unfolds. Once we get closer to the release date, we should have a solid synopsis. Now on to be in Shin Xiong X, also known as To Be Hero X. This donghua aims to blow our minds with jaw-dropping animation. So far, the clips on the screen showcase traditional animation, comic-style 2D aesthetics, and a Pixar vibe, all mixed together like Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Just check out these sequences. This series is sure to offer a unique visual feast. So are you going to add To Be Hero X to your watch list? Let me know in the comments. Oh my gosh, heads up everyone! A new original series from the animation studio Trigger is here called Delicious Indogyo. It's a mix of comedy, drama, and hint of Dungeons and Dragons thrown in. It's a fantasy adventure story that introduces us to a knight named Laios. He goes on a mission with a skilled group to find treasure from a lost kingdom hidden deep under a graveyard in a small town. Unfortunately, they were defeated by a fire-breathing dragon that ended up eating Laios' little sister, Farron. They managed to teleport out of the dungeon but left their gear behind and are now broke. Feeling defeated, the group split up. Now Laios has to go back into the dungeon and has only a month to save his sister from being digested by the dragon. This series is packed with action, comedy, and even live cooking demonstrations like in Shokugeki no Soma, combined with unisekai-like adventures. This is what the studio Trigger brings to the table. A new anime adaptation of Devil May Cry is coming, courtesy of the animation studio that brought us Castlevania. It's expected to be a pretty accurate adaptation of the games and will be an East meets West production. Dante is going to be the main character again. If you're a gamer, you don't want to miss this upcoming adaptation, which will be part of Netflix Originals. Ever imagine Harley Quinn and Joker living in an isekai? Well, you don't have to fantasize because DC Comics made it happen. There's an isekai anime focusing on Harley Quinn and Joker called Suicide Squad Isekai. Yeah, I know, very creative. They'll be the main characters transported into a different world and era, facing mythical creatures in a magic-filled world. Just when you thought DC couldn't get any weirder, they dropped this. Uzumaki has had a really rough ride, with lots of hiccups since its official announcement. The pandemic caused the first set of delays, and we still don't know the reason for the most recent delay. Adult Swim is the one producing this 4-episode work by acclaimed Japanese horror author Junji Ito. It's a black and white story about a strange town covered with mysterious spirals. People end up getting lost in this distorted world without even realizing it, and there's no way out. The series is expected to be available on the Max platform, formerly HBO Max. That's if they don't change the name or ownership by then. What are your thoughts on this adaptation? Let me know in the comments. Rick and Morty the anime, Warner Brothers Japan and Adult Swim are collaborating on this and want to bring us an anime-formatted first season of wacky scientist Rick and his grandson Morty's misadventures as they mess with time and space while navigating through the universe. They're trying to fix the zillions of disasters they've caused along the way. This popular Warner series is reaching new heights and we're all waiting for it to hit screens in 2024. Moving on to anime continuations coming up from Nier Automata version 1, 1A Part 2. The adventure of androids 2B and 9S continues in Part 2 of Season 1 of Nier Automata anime. Despite a few hitches in the production, A1 Pictures Studio plans to bring a top-notch follow-up, maintaining the artistic quality of the first part. The third season of A1 Exorcist or Blue Exorcist is here, but we have no idea what the heck is going to happen. We're not sure if it will be an original story from the manga or a continuation of the original events. We can't even predict whether the animation will be up to standard. What we do know is that the anime has been confirmed for 2024 and that a new animation studio took over the project recently. So let's just wait and see what happens with the story about this special skills exorcist Rin Okumura, who's at war with his dad, who is literally the devil, Sabaku and Bisco. The journey of Bisco continues in the anime's second season. In a world that has been wiped out by something called the Rust Wind, which destroys and corrodes everything it touches, Bisco is on a quest with Milo to find the infamous mushroom known as the Rust Eater. They're battling against all odds to find the formula to save the world and get back home alive. Get ready for a second season full of intense action. Brace yourselves, ladies and gents, because Sebastian and Seal Phantom Hive are back in a series that blends Victorian era and style, with vampiric and demonic characters, romance, ships, laughs, and intrigue, all in the fourth season of Black Bullet, also known as Kurojiku Suji. After Book of Circles a few years back, we finally get a continuation with all our favorite characters and crushes. So gear up, because this one's gonna be epic. The historical action and drama anime Golden Kamui, with its uniquely unceremonious yet earnest scenes, is on the way. And there's quite a lot of male nudity, but it ain't no boys love series, and it somehow manages to keep us sane, even with all those weird, unexplained moments. Alright, let's not deviate here. The final season is set to drop this year, 2024. Who would have guessed, but Torre de Dios, the Korean anime, is making a comeback. Known also as Tower of God, we see Van continuing his quest to reach the top of the enigmatic tower, overcoming challenges with his team in an effort to uncover his past and find that damned Rachel, who we all hate for being such a god-awful B*********, and oh boy, I can't even start with the amount of foul words I am saying. Anyway, Crunchyroll bring back this stellar webtoon story to animation after a few years break with the second season of Tower of God. The pumped-up Harry Potter-like anime is still going. MASH is still fighting to protect his friends and causing chaos at the magic school. That looks an awful lot like Hogwarts, with a knockoff Dumbledore becoming more and more popular and trying to become the divine visionary, without a hint of magical ability. Marshall, Magic, and Muzzle are set to keep us hooked with the funny and absurd situations a Magic and Fist anime can offer in its second season. Kingdom Season 5. The historical anime about an imperial land grab is back with a new season. We don't have any details about what this new arc will cover, but those following the original work might have an idea about what the 5th season of Kingdom has in store. Tensei Shitara Slime Data Ken 3rd season. The beloved and strongest slime, Rimuru Tempest, is back to keep building his peaceful world where all species coexist, after a film that only made viewers more excited for the series. In this new season, new challenges and a much anticipated showdown is expected after the end of the 2nd season. Bet you know what I'm talking about, right? Leave your answer in the comments. Subaru is back with 1000 Ways to Die, Season 3. Oops, I meant Rei Zero, Kara Hashimara, and Sakaisa Ikatsu, 3rd season. We'll again see the daring adventure of dying hundreds of times without messing up alongside Rem and Emilia and the rest of the crew who you're probably obsessed with or have plastered all over your room. Am I right? I've got my eyes on you. So, anyway, 3rd season is on the way with new challenges and a new calamity where our sadly doomed heroes have to team up and face the new threat looming ahead. Date Alive, the anime about Mo girls with guns and uncontrollable battles, is returning for its 5th season. Don't have much else to tell you other than it's made by the same animation studio as last season, and they're sure to give us a heap of new content. Yuru Camp, Season 3, more camping adventures, rock climbing, and nature-loving fun with the friend group. Shisho and Fran are back with the sequel to Tensei Shitara Ken de Ishtar, also known as Reincarnated as a Sword, an isekai anime that no one saw coming but has charmed everyone. We follow Fran as she tries to level up and become a renowned master and adventurer to uplift her race of demi-humans with the help of her sword master, who guides her and gives her unparalleled power. Expect laughs, paired curry dishes, and lots of action for this 2nd season. And now, let's talk about the movies you can look forward to in 2024. We start with Kido Senshi Gonden, Fukushan no Requiem. It's a new movie set in the Gonden universe, dealing with political and military dramas. Brought to you by Sunrise Studio, the film follows a story of vengeance and redemption. Despite being entirely 3D CGI, it looks promising. Just look at these shots. They're amazing. It's like watching Final Fantasy in Unreal Engine 5. Haikyuu is ending its arc with 2 movies about Hinata's dream to become the wings of his volleyball team, first at Karasuno High, then representing Japan's national team. Yep, it's a movie, not a 13 or 24 episode series. Sorry guys. The magical power of the magical girls is back, but this time with a grim, darker twist, as Majo Shujo Madoka Magica unveils its 4th feature film, giving us a hint of a possible new anime set to air on TV. The magic girls chasing witches are back in this art piece designed to give us a sinister psychedelic view of the world of the Sailor Scouts. Then there's the romance and drama-filled music anime that stole everyone's heart along with Mafuyu's overcoming her grief. Looking forward to seeing how the relationship of this band's members evolves. Given is back with a movie that picks up what's known as the Sokuhen arc. We're wrapping up the 2nd part of the anime premieres for 2024. Make sure you activate the notification bell so you won't miss an update every time we drop a new video. If you somehow missed the first part, I'm leaving it in the description and of course at the end of this video. For more anime titles coming in 2024, hit that subscribe button, and massive shout out to our beloved Patreon supporters you can see on the screen. Catch you guys in part 3.